A night at the theater, my encounter with Amanda Abbington's This Is Not a Happy Room. Picture this, a cozy little fringe theater tucked away in the vibrant streets of Islington, North London. I found myself there one Wednesday evening, navigating through a rather gaudy shopping arcade and descending 4 flights of stairs, all in anticipation of Amanda Abbington's latest theatrical venture, This Is Not a Happy Room. Little did I know, I was in for quite the experience. The play's title couldn't have been more fitting. Our 7 p.m. show was delayed by over an hour due to technical difficulties. Now, considering the stage was so small it could have easily fit in my kitchen, I couldn't help but wonder what kind of technical issues could possibly arise. The set was minimalist, featuring just 8 chairs and a coffee table, yet somehow, it still managed to be a complete disaster. As the performance unfolded, it became painfully clear that the production was a tedious affair. The script was trite and predictable, leaving the audience, myself included, struggling to stay awake. With a runtime of 90 minutes and no intermission, there was no chance for a quick escape. I found myself nodding off, wishing for a few more laughs to keep the energy alive. To be fair, this was the first full showing of the play, and the night before, we had received a rather frantic email stating that it would now be an open dress rehearsal. Now, let me take a moment to explain my history with Amanda Abbington. We've had our share of disagreements, particularly regarding her infamous fallout with her former Strictly Dance partner, Giovanni Pernice. Their partnership in 2023 was marred by accusations of unnecessary, abusive, cruel, and mean behavior, with Abbington even claiming some of it was sexually inappropriate. Despite being a standout dancer and dazzling in sequins, she left the show after just 6 weeks and lodged complaints against Pernice with the BBC. While I found myself rooting for Giovanni during their tumultuous battle, one that ultimately upheld 6 of Abbington's complaints of verbal bullying and harassment, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of curiosity about what Amanda was up to now. As I settled into my seat in row 2, I realized I was in the line of fire. With no one in front of us, Amanda had a clear view of me, and I had a front row seat to her performance. When she stepped onto the stage, I could swear she locked eyes with me and shot me a look that could melt steel, definitely the kind of glare Giovanni must be all too familiar with. If looks could kill, I might not have made it out alive. In the play, Abbington portrays a middle-aged divorcee begrudgingly preparing to celebrate her ex-husband's latest marriage to a much younger woman. It's a bit of life imitating art, as Amanda herself is a 51-year-old separated mother of 2, and her real-life ex, Hobbit star Martin Freeman, is now happily involved with a French actress 23 years his junior. Perhaps that bitterness she channels in her role comes from her own experiences. The production was marketed as a blend of the darkly sexual film Saltburn and the comedic brilliance of Schitt's Creek. Unfortunately, it fell short on both counts, lacking the edge of the former and the humor of the latter. When Abbington first graced the stage as the matriarch of a happily dysfunctional family, she did command attention. Despite her hair looking like it hadn't seen a wash in days, there was an undeniable presence about her, an air of grandeur that made me ponder how her illustrious career, with roles in hits like Sherlock and Mr. Selfridge, had led her to this rather mundane production in the basement of a shopping mall. It left me wondering, how did it come to this?